So that band that we were talking about is about to be welcomed into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
So we really want to be able to do that. We really want Guy to do that. Oh, and here he is.
Here he is.
Thanks, mate.
How are you? Look, when they asked me to present this award, gladly accepted, but I was only a 14-year-old kid when Fitzroy Express started. So I would like to introduce my dad, who was responsible for starting Fitzroy, and we've got John Smoker here to say some words as well.
Good evening, everyone. If anyone had mentioned that I would be standing here making a presentation, that I would say in your dreams. But here I am, and my first mention is to my wife of 54 years. She allowed me to do what I did best, which was to teach. And I did that. And the Fitzroy Express made me proud by taking it all aboard. And for those of you who don't know where Fitzroy Crossing is, go on the map. It's a long, long way from anywhere. When I got there to buy a cabbage, it was $4 in the shell house, one cabbage. And that was what the Fitzroy Express boys had to face. But from Fitzroy, they traveled all the way south to Bijidanga, which was La Grange in those days, to Broome, to Derby, to One Point, to Lombardina, to Beagle Bay, and to Halls Creek, and all around, because it was an experience of traveling which got into and got under their skin, and they traveled. They made music, and was awarded the Deadly Award, which I think other people will mention, but it was not an easy journey. When you think that they were booked to play in a pub, and the pub wouldn't allow them to book a room, right? In their own town, the Grodale, they would pay $5,000 for a band from Perth. They wouldn't pay $600 at the Fitzroy Express. But we got them going. We got them going. And finally, in their own town now, they were not allowed to play, because the minute Fitzroy Express mentioned is being asked to play, the whole Kimberley would turn up. And of course, eventually there'd be things that happen. So what did they do? They didn't lay down and say, oh, well, we'll give up. No. Danny got a bit of land, his parents' land, cleared the land, fenced the place, created a stage, got electricity in there, and if you don't know Fitzroy Crossing, you don't know anything. It was hard, but they succeeded. They created an old place out of town so that they could play their music in their own town. So it was a very, very hard journey. And for those of you who've never heard of the Fitzroy Express, go on YouTube, knock it up, and you'll learn all about them. They've succeeded, yes, but not because of anybody's help, but their own determination and eagerness to succeed. And to tell you more, Mr. John Smoker.
Thank you, Peter. Yeah, I'm here to acknowledge all the past members that Danny and the band, the curtain will soon go up and they'll do a song, have been on for the last, believe it or not, 38 years since Danny first started in Fitzroy Crossing. And it's just wonderful that WAM now, after 38 years, acknowledging this wonderful band and the amazing journey that Danny Ma and the guys have been on. So I just quickly acknowledge the band actually started out as Alan and the River Rangers, and Peter will attribute to that, because Peter was responsible for starting that band at the school in Fitzroy Crossing. So big hand for Peter for actually starting Fitzroy Express as a school band. Started off as Alan and the River Rangers, and then one day Danny said to Peter, what do we call it? And I'm certain this is true, but Peter suggested Fitzroy Express. From there on, the band took off. So just quickly, I want to mention Alan McClarty. He was the first one. John Till, Ronnie Jimbity, Andrew Forrest, Pedro Brown. They were the first band members. Then Danny joined, and like I said, the band just really took off with Danny's wonderful singing, songwriting, and guitar playing, lead guitar playing. And then I think he's in the audience tonight, but I think Reggie. Reggie, are you here somewhere? Yep, Reggie joined way back then. Cassie Rangi joined. There's been a whole multitude of people who've played with Danny over these 38 years. Cassie Rangi joined on bass, and then Danny's son, who's playing tonight, Raymond, joined at the age of 15 on bass. Then I joined for about 5 years, and then I left, and then I think Darren joined, if my notes are right here, and then Lane joined, and Lane's Danny's younger brother, and he's playing tonight. He's still with the band. And then right up until now, and we have Dwayne Shaw and Baden Ma on the drums, on lead guitar. So that's the whole journey that Danny has taken, this band, the main man, the main songwriter, and the main lead guitarist. And it's just wonderful that we can welcome Fitzroy Express